Hey guys, so by now you should have all turned in your research paper, your research notes, I'm sorry. Um, and now we're going to get ready to put those notes into your research paper. So here I'm going to go over what this is going to look like. Okay, you guys are all going to have this same thing that you have on your screen right now assigned on your Google Classroom. And you're going to have your research notes open in a separate tab. Even though you've turned them in, you still have access to view them. You just won't have access to edit them any longer. They do have to be turned in today, like by the start of the class, because today you should have something already done on your research paper. I will be grading your research notes, and then I will be grading your research paper today to see if everyone got started on it like you're supposed to. So let's go over what is going to be on here and what's going to be required of you to get the good grade. So as you can see, the first thing I have up here is where it says title, and then it says by your name. Obviously, we don't want to leave these here, right? We don't want to leave it saying the word title and the word saying your name. So here what you're going to do obviously is just delete it. Okay, and you're going to use whatever title it is that you're talking about. So in case I'm talking about teachers, let's say that's my research, I'm going to change that right there to the name teachers because that's going to be the name of my topic. Right here where it says your name, of course, you're going to change it. And I'm going to put my name. Oops. All right. Make sure that, of course, when you write your name, you capitalize it correctly like you're supposed to. So this next part is the actual research paper. In every nonfiction article, which this is what it's going to be for you guys, we have an introduction paragraph, okay? You can see right here, that's the first thing I have. All of the words that I have here, all of this stuff are just placeholders, okay? None of these words are going to stay as part of your writing once you actually start. This is just to kind of help you get started knowing where to place things, knowing that the subtitles, for example, need to be bolded because they are headings and they are titles, so they need to stand out. Okay, remembering that here it needs to have an indentation. The rest of it, when you write, will not be indented anymore. All of that. So all of this stuff, once you start writing, you're just going to highlight it and you're going to start writing whatever you start. Okay. You're going to erase what I have on there. Of course, you're going to start with the capital letter. Okay. You're going to be writing your writing whenever you have a sentence, on and on and on. If you notice, if I keep on writing, the next line automatically comes to the edge of the paper so that your indentation is only on that first line like it's supposed to be. Okay. So let me undo this. So where it says here introduction paragraph, this is like the introduction to any of the writings we do. You are just telling your audience, which is each other, because remember that we are going to have these available so that everybody can read each other's information. You're telling your audience what your topic is about. So if I'm writing about teachers, my introduction paragraph has to say so. Okay, not so directly. Don't ever start a paragraph saying, today I'm going to tell you about teachers. We never do that, okay? You guys already know how you write an introduction. The next part, here it says subtitle for question 1. So your question 1, you're going to have to think of the topic, right? Your main idea. What is that whole paragraph going to be about? And then you're going to title it. For example, if I was writing about teachers, depending on what my first question was that I was answering, that's what I would put as a subtitle. So for example, if I say that my first question is where do teachers work, right? So I can title it schools, or I can title it like that, um, a teacher's workplace, because I'm talking about where they work. Whatever it is that your title, I'm sorry, that your question is, your title has to reflect what that section is going to be about. Okay. Once you have your subtitle, then you're ready to actually start writing your paragraph. This is where your notes are really important because this is where you have all your answers. Remember that your notes are done in just short bits of information. You don't have full sentences written on your notes. That means that you need to turn those notes into complete sentences. For it to be a good paragraph, you should have at least 4 sentences for it. Some of you might have more than that depending on how much information you got for that particular question, but you need to have at least those 4 sentences. And you're going to repeat that for question 2, for question 3, and for question 4. Okay. So by the end of this, all of this writing will be gone and it will be replaced by your writing. Okay, most of you should also have more than 1 page worth of writing. If you're giving me the paragraphs in the length that I've asked, you might have more than 1 page of writing. So let's say you finish with the writing portion today and you say, well, I'm done. What's next? Well, in most nonfiction texts, we know that it's not just the text. We have those text features as well. One really easy one to add into here is an image. Okay, so I'm going to make another video that I'm going to show you how to add the images so you can watch that once you're done with the actual writing. I don't want to put too much on this one video. So get your writing done, and then once you are done, I'll add the other video for including images and other text features that you might want to add, and then you can watch that one to see what you can do next. Do not turn your writing in until after you've watched that video and added that part as well, because once you turn it in, you won't be able to edit it any longer. Okay. Again, make sure you have your notes turned in and get started on your writing. I will be checking the writings at the end of today, this weekend, to give you some feedback and see if there's anything you guys need to correct. Looking forward to reading them.